Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
or finding our inner Black Michelle,
or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or this episode, we're going to do an oldie but goodie, y'all. You know it's the holiday season. We're going to do Queen Oprah Winfrey and Stedman Graham. Y'all already know the story about them. They've been together, 30 plus years? Is it 40? They've been together since 90? No.
They've been together
about 30
forever.
years. Yeah, it's about 30 years. They've been together since the early 90s. I was going to say, is it 40? You know, I'm getting my numbers wrong. They ain't been together since the 70s, honey. But they have been together since the early 90s. Y'all know the interview Oprah did where they were engaged, they was gonna get married, and then mother Oprah was like, fuck it, I ain't doing that shit. And Stedman said, you know what, I want you. I don't care about no ring. Can I stay in your house in Malibu? So just shout out for them for defining their love and doing it. Like, I think nowadays, fine, right? I think people might blink and ask a question, then they go about their business. But I can only imagine in 92s, the 90s, the early 2000s, people probably was all in her grill about that. To say, so what is up with you and Stedman? You know, then they always had rumors about her and Gail. And, you know, honestly, I'm going to say something real rogue, but never mind. Let me stay focused. Shout out just to Oprah and Stedman. Low-key, high-key, I like Stedman. Have you ever heard problematic things about Stedman?
No.
He just sits quietly. He supports Oprah, but also in addition to that, Stedman has always kept a job. Stedman has always did his own appearances. I think he had a boring book no one read, but he has always stayed focused. Oprah did an autobiography?
I don't think so.
You know, Oprah got books, but you know, it was about, keto. It's about her
weight loss and shit.
And then it's about like her wandering the fields of her, Hawaii estate in muses and meditations and affirmations. I know there's been like unofficial authorized bios, but have Oprah ever sat down and wrote her bio?
I don't think so.
Now that's what I want. And I want her to get a juice. You know, Oprah probably got it in a vault somewhere and mother wait until she get a little older or like it's maybe in her will to be like, go ahead and release the sauce when I'm done. Because y'all got to think about all the reiterations of Oprah.
Yeah.
Like we got her, her chapter she in now where she's kind of queen mother. But I want to go back to the beginning, right? Her childhood was a little rough. She was estranged from family members. She was sexually abused. I can only imagine what it is to be a big Black woman. And I can say
in
that
media,
exactly. And I can say that explicitly because I'm a big Black woman. In media, growing up back in the day, having her own show, I can only imagine the bullshit. I can only imagine how many times they threatened to cancel her. I can imagine how many times she done got sued, dealing with guests, Color Purple. Like, I can only imagine, like, all these errors in which we didn't have social medias, that shit popped off.
Yeah. All the shit that popped off behind closed doors.
I would love to see all of that. I want a chapter on Monique. No, I'm just joking.
Nah, Monique.
I'm just playing. I'm playing Monique. I love us for real. And I do think she should sue Netflix. I think it was more principle. I don't think she expect nothing out of it, but
It's the principle.
I think it is absolutely the principle. And setting the what's it called? When you're setting the expectation for things to come down the line. I think that's what it is. Netflix was wrong what they paid Monique, and it was a low ball. I don't know if Monique. Never mind. Go forth with your lawsuit, Monique. But back to Oprah and Stedman. Also, since it's the Christmas season, y'all, you know what I'm a sucker for?
What?
Oprah's favorite motherfucking things. Whatever Queen Oprah tell me I need to buy or read.
That's what you do?
I've done it. Blindlessly.
I'm just looking at
I'm waiting for her to put the Democratic candidate on there. Everything on this list I love. She got everything from luggage to panties to nightgowns to overpriced matches to pound cakes to hot sauce. Y'all don't love Oprah's favorite things?
You know what? This is probably another way to make money because all of these Amazon links
are affiliated.
Are affiliate links.
I mean, why wouldn't it be?
Oprah make it.
Would you expect anything less from Queen Oprah? And not only affiliate links, if you don't go to Amazon and you go through their other sites, they have a code, and I'm sure Oprah getting pushback from that too.
Code Oprah.
Amazon, Jeff Bezos know what it is. You think Oprah was just gonna givingly get that business to Amazon? Jeff Bezos, the second richest man in the world. Also, what's going on with Amazon, y'all? I'm late. I ain't even did my Christmas gifts yet, so I'm sure people ain't gonna get it to February. What Amazon mean they delayed? Jeff, this is not a good look, sir. Everybody done paid this $100. We want 3-hour delivery. Stop over promising and under delivering.
Ooh, look at you with that tech.
What?
Over promising and delivering.
He is. It need to be the other way. Under promise and over deliver.
How do you get on the Oprah's favorite things
The
list?
thing is, I'm sure it ain't Oprah, but I'm sure she has a team of people where this is their job in like Q3 maybe. Maybe Q2 because you got to work out the contracts in Q3.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure they submit shit to her and she literally walks in the room and say, no, bitch, no, no, no. Like duck, duck, goose. No, no, no. Yes, no, no, no. Try again. Who the fuck do you think I am? You don't think?
Probably.
It's not a submission. Like it's literally her team finding it. Could you imagine if folks would be able to submit it?
Has Fenty Beauty ever been on Oprah's favorite things?
I'm not sure, but I know it's been featured in Oprah's magazine.
And then Oprah with this big ass bow
On the
dress.
cover, she is the present. Oprah said, "My number one favorite thing is me," and I'm not mad. I am not mad at all. So anyway, y'all, just shout out to Queen Oprah, King Stedman. Y'all go check out Oprah's favorite things. She got everything from stuff that costs $10, $15 to shit that's extremely overpriced because it's Oprah.
It's
and that's
Oprah.
her budget.
Oprah got Peloton on there.
So, is it? Oh, you starting shit.
What? Oprah got a Peloton on there.
She got a Peloton on there. Oprah
Yes.
trying. No, it's not. It's
It
not.
is.
It's probably a cycling machine, but it ain't
No,
Peloton.
it's Peloton.
Let me see. I need receipts.
It's Peloton.
Oprah said you got an extra 3 G's.
I don't even know how to spell Peloton.
Pelton. Oprah said, do you got a extra 3 G's? Buy a bike.
And she said Peloton. I swear to God, I seen it on there. And it was like, Oprah.
Does she got a branded Peloton?
No.
I don't know if Oprah. I could see her putting maybe a smaller brand of a cycle machine on there. But she put a whole ass
She put
Peloton.
a whole ass Peloton on here, Naomi.
Well, the folks at my work, they been talking
See?
about, is that a Peloton? No, it's not.
Oh,
I told you. What is it called?
let's see. Oh, Flywheel Home Exercise.
Yeah.
Bike
I
with
was like,
2
I don't
free
think she
months.
did Peloton, honey, because I'm sure along with everybody
It
else.
still looked like a Peloton, though. It's
yeah,
a Peloton knockoff.
but Peloton tried it
Oh, with that commercial.
with that woman who her weight loss journey went from 120 to 115
First of all,
pounds.
it wasn't even a weight loss journey.
What the fuck was it?
It was a
feels
fitness journey.
She's a fucking lie.
It was a fitness journey.
Oh my God, I'm so scared what I'm gonna do. Bitch, what you getting on there for? What?
Maybe she wanted it.
Maybe she did. But see, that shit. Then they look at Lizzo and see that ass.
We'll talk about Lizzo a little bit later.
Ooh, y'all niggas melted when y'all seen that black ass, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
You trash ass people. I ain't against fat people or Lizzo expressing herself.
Naomi, we jumping
It
to
was
first.
just the thought.
Who is you?
I'm Nyambi. It's just the thought of seeing all that black ass on television. Shut up. I hate everyone. I'm grumpy.
You are.
Just the fact of seeing that black ass.
Who is you?
I'm Nyambi.
And I'm near.
Oh, did I supposed to say who is you? I said, nigga, I'm Nyambi.
And I'm Nero. And this is episode 294. As you see, Nyambi is on. Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's Black No Matter.
That's who?
Black
that
men
blacks
don't
don't matter. That's blacks don't matter. That's a different podcast. We're going to get that closer to 2020 election.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we're talking about blacks don't matter. I be watching Hassan Minaj on the Patriarch on Netflix. Y'all checked out that little Indian boy. He talking about that Asian vote is growing.
Mm-hmm.
But not only is the Asian vote growing as a whole, they ain't voting.
Mm-hmm.
Why the Asians ain't voting? They said nobody's speaking their truth. Or when they do the vote, they tend to vote more Democratic.
Yeah.
And usually the Asian vote is more, it's the richest minority vote, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And usually folks tend to vote with their pockets.
Yeah.
But the Asians not. And they was like, why you think that? And I think Hassan was like, yeah, because racism, my nigga, I don't know. Like, immigration reform is fucking real. I think he did the thing, it's like, he need one of the presidents to be like, can one of my cousins come over?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, 'cause that's the mentality of the I versus we. And a lot of Asian cultures are a lot more communal in we than I.
Mm-hmm.
But that is I haven't heard anything about the Asian vote or any of the candidates speaks to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not fair.
Yeah.
Not even Andrew Yang.
Name Yang is
Yang Gang. Yang is just trying to give everybody $1,000. What's wrong with him? I think I already talked about him. What's wrong with Andrew Yang? He can't get in there because I feel like he easily influenced. What you say? Oh, it's my turn.
Yes, it is.
So how am I feeling? I'm feeling grumpy, not sad, grumpy. Not sure why. It's been like 2 weeks since I've been to the gym working out with my trainer. As y'all are listening to this, I'm going to go in the trainer. I think I'm going to drag my feet in there and be like, I'm sick. I don't want to do any of this. So I'm going to see how she can handle. I'm going to see what she made of today, Nero. How do you think I'm going there and bullshit?
Ooh, you going to test our gains today?
Like, I don't know if I'm a bullshit to be like, I'm just tired. I'm exhausted. I'm sick. I might just say I'm on my period. Like, I don't know. I might just throw the whole book. I might pull the red card and be like, I just can't do this. Or I might just go in there and be like, fuck the bullshit. What do you think, Nirams? What? And just say, as a trainer, I would like to stretch.
I hope she go up in there and rock your world.
What do you mean?
I hope she getting that ass. Have you ate?
No, I'm going to be fucked today.
You should let her know you ain't ate.
Oh, that'd be even good. I'd rather fast the whole day.
No, don't do that.
And be like, I ain't eat a thing. Or drink water.
Yeah, you think you bullshit.
What you? Or I'm going to be like, I just did it 3 minutes ago.
Your session ain't until later on today?
It's 2:00.
Oh, yeah, you got time to go eat.
No, I'm going to just fast, I think. And I'm be like, I'm sick. I can't breathe. I haven't ate. And the only thing I've drunk is a shot of vodka. Like this. So I'm not looking forward to it.
Whenever Nyambi go to her trainer, she grumpy. Knowing Nyambi wanted it.
I want it so bad, but I don't want it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted it so bad. Y'all, I've been at an offsite for the last few days, and you know how they have your projection on the screen? I ain't know who the fuck I was. I said, who was that? I said, is that me? With that big oversized sweater? I thought I was cute. So I know I got to do something, y'all. I mean, I'm getting better. I'm losing a couple pounds, but not just at the pace I want to, because I'm not as intense as I usually. Usually I'm intense and I'm dropping. Like, I'm consistent. Like, I've been losing 1 pound to 2 pounds a week, but shit, it's gonna take 15 pounds to know it's a difference. How many months is that? That's like 2 months to January.
Yeah, February
to even notice.
Yeah,
outwardly. So that's just a little discouraging.
Well, you got to get on the game if that's what you want.
I've been losing, just not quickly.
If that's what you want.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like
if I want to lose weight, yes, that is. I know Nira will be like, this is not a weight loss journey. This is absolutely a weight. It's both for me. It's a weight loss and a fitness journey. Mm-hmm. It's not a weight loss journey where before I was like, I want this number. It's a weight loss journey where I was like, I want to feel comfortable and confident in my clothes. Mm-hmm. And also, I don't want to breathe heavy. Then I would like my blood work to come back clean. Mm-hmm. Where before, I think it was just more of a number and all the other stuff didn't matter.
Oh.
But now everything matters.
How many times a week you going?
2.
Oh.
Don't do that.
No, I'm just asking.
So what the fuck are you saying, Nero? I need to go more?
3. Turn it up. Turn up the intensity.
Oh my God.
Turn up the intensity knobs.
Anyway, other things I'm thinking about. Other good thing is the end of the season, holiday parties, but also folks in tech or corporate is bonus season. And when I tell y'all, the Lord has showed up and showed out. I'm just so grateful that I think I had a moment when I was with Niram and I was just like, what am I supposed to do with this? What does this look like? Like, I don't know. It was just a moment. Mm-hmm. What would you describe? Niram said it was a moment of imposter syndrome. I'm trying to get rid of that to go.
I think it is.
Through it.
I think it is. Yeah, I think it's definitely a moment of imposter syndrome. Because when it comes down to it, you just a poor little black girl from Detroit. And where we at now is in tech. And, like, the thing is, some of these people has the pedigree for this shit. Yeah. And, like, they mom worked at Microsoft. They dad worked at a company who invented the microchip and shit like that. Whereas, like, our family, we just put boats in cars.
Come on.
And so, in order to, like, move like that, it's a different type of thing. Even, like, our collegiate backgrounds, right, it's totally different than, like, what tech life is like. Mm-hmm. For most people, yep, it's here. It's almost like growing up where people are like, oh, I'm going to Michigan State or I'm going to U of M, and then I'm going to come back and become, like, a manager at GM or, like, Ford. And just work and, like, just get a degree in, like, some type of manufacturing, global manufacturing, things of that sort. Versus here in tech, I'm going to go to Stanford and I'm gonna get either a CS degree, a computer science degree. I'm gonna get a business degree from Stanford, or like a law degree, so I can either become a venture capitalist,
Yeah.
an engineer, or so I can start my own startup, my own business.
Yeah. It's just different, right? And like receiving it, self-worth, loving, I have all those things, but it gets to the point where it's like, oh, this is a different ball game, and how do I, utilize my resources appropriately? And that can be overwhelming in this season. So I'm just thinking about that and how to navigate through that space. I don't know, just keep me lifted, y'all. We also we'll give more updates about that later in the year too. Because like I said, we're going to see a financial advisor, and we'll let you know how it goes too. Because I've always like seen or talked to a financial advisor, but the thing is, I've had so little that is not. I don't know, the conversation. I feel like the conversation is going to be a little bit more intense.
Yes,
What
it's
do you
gonna be
think?
different.
And just processing that too. Y'all getting ready for y'all taxes too. You starting to gather them receipts. You make sure you're acting appropriately. Looking at them 401ks. You got your IRA. So just be thinking about that type of stuff. And I'm just, when everything just be so new and you find like you're getting a hold of something.
Yeah,
And then once you get a hold of something, something else new come.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just more of that. So decision fatigue, learning fatigue. I'm just getting to that point, and I just have to find the time and place to refresh. But I'm so grateful for it. So it's not one of them things where it's like, oh, I don't want to do this shit. But it's like, oh my goodness, I'm so grateful. Don't fuck it up. No.
Yeah.
Next, did y'all see Ivy Park and Adidas collaboration? Come on, Beyonce. I'm looking at the picture talking about who braided her hair. Did she wait in the seat that long? Did the beads go that way? I was like, honestly, I don't even got to be Beyonce. That could be the wax model Beyonce.
And you done fucked my whole world up.
Because Beyonce is taking care of her children. But knowing Beyonce is probably her. I actually like the shoe. I'm thinking it's good. I was worried. But I think Adidas owns something. Honestly, I've been wanting to get some new gym shoes, and who I've not been here for lately is Nike. I don't know why. Like, I've just had a real weird feeling for Nike, the shoes they come out with. Like, I just ain't really been here for Nike lately. Is that a weird thing?
No, it's not.
It's just not impressive to me. But I'm here for Beyonce.
The thing is
Adidas.
also is that
Maybe I don't wear it enough. I don't know. Or like this whole sneaker revolution that's low-key happening again. Like where people buying boutique sneakers and niggas is treating sneakers like, I guess these ain't that important too. Not that important either, like Chanel bags.
But they are, because what they're doing is that shoes are starting to become a commodity, because they are on purpose releasing these shoe brands and like short limited supply runs.
Yeah.
So like damn near every shoe becomes like its own covenant thing, because everybody wants it.
Yeah.
And then they only put out so many. And the things they do that because of that.
Yep.
So I wouldn't be surprised as Beyonce's shoe has like a limited supply run. Let's just say like 100,000.
Yeah.
Like 100,000 shoes.
Yeah.
That's what they go out globally.
Yeah.
And so like if that, right? Let's say that might even be too little.
Yeah.
Let's just say a million shoes total. That's what they go globally.
Yeah.
So damn near almost none of the shoe retailers are going to have it. So you either got to buy it online, go through a lottery, and then get it. And then since you go through a lottery and get it, like most people just go back and resell it.
I'm not here for that. It just don't make sense. And I can't say that too either. Oh, Lord, I almost dropped my computer, y'all. And I can't even say that too loud because I do like a good overpriced purse. I do like a good Chanel bag. I like all of those things. So I'm trying to be humble in that space. But shout out to Ivy Park. I'm going to peek at it, but I'm not a beehive or a bee. What does Beyonce people call it?
Beehive.
Oh, the beehive? Where I'm not going to be at the clock at midnight when it's strike. So, you know the way I'm grown. So I'll come on when I get home from work from about 6, 7 o'clock. I see if there's any on the site.
And then if it is, you'll get one.
And if it's not, that's okay.
Oh, well.
So, Beyonce, can you say stuff for the cubicle warriors and the grown folks? But I do like it. Last but not least on my check-in, like I said, I don't have a lot. Have y'all seen the Astronomy Club on Netflix? The Astronomy Club on Netflix is beautiful. It is. I don't want to do comparisons, so I'm not. But y'all just think hard of what I'm going to compare it to. The Astronomy Club is a sketch comedy show written for and performed and produced by Black people. And Kenya Barris is the showrunner. When I tell you this shit is so funny, y'all, because, I've watched other sketch comedies and I was a little nervous.
And it missed the mark.
And it missed the mark. Y'all, they created the mark. And then they put their ass on the mark like Lizzo. Like, it was just perfect.
It was funny.
Please go watch the Astronomy Club. The skits, I was dying. It was relatable. It was funny. It was smart. They also had different types of blacks. Right? Remember when I was giving critiques before where I was like, you got a certain type of black? How did they say it? It was not civil rights black, but somebody said something else black. And I was like, damn, I never thought about that way. Not Jim Crow black. I can't think about it. But you got civil rights black. You got continent black. You got Huxtable black. That's what it was. I was dying.
Yeah.
That's black middle class, right? So you got Huxtable black. You got, New York undercover black. All on here that I feel are at the writing table and are performing, and everyone's in their own lane and in their own pocket. So then it comes off authentically.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. Like, this is not like a hood show and just doing hood things with my hood friends. Like, every skit you can see comes from a different segment of the diaspora or the culture. And the people who either produced it or perform it have an intimate relationship or understanding of that. And the way it's executed, and it's funny and it's smart and it's great.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Please go watch it, y'all. Kenya Barris, you fucking did that. I don't know. And they're called the Astronomy Club because they say they're a bunch of stars and nobody know the name of them. True. I couldn't tell you one name of these black people. But I'm going to try to watch this whole season in the next few days, and I'm going to learn their names. I'm going to follow them and give them their big ups. So just shout out to the motherfucking Astronomy Club. Like, it's been a while since I've literally laughed out loud because sketch comedy also is not my thing. Like, sketch comedy ain't been my thing since Mad TV and Old Girl was playing Whitney Houston. So I'm a tough cookie to crack. So I know if it's something that's speaking to me and I really like, I know y'all Negroes gonna like it. Did you see it a little near? I know you was getting sleepy. Did you see it?
Yeah, I seen some of it. It was definitely, it's refreshing.
Yes.
It's definitely refreshing. That's one of the things I would say.
Yeah.
It was funny as shit.
Can we give a shout out to also Netflix and all you niggas who said Disney Plus was gonna take Netflix down? Not with the Astronomy Club, not with the fucking Irishman, not with fucking Patriot Act, not with American fucking Son, not on his fucking watch, whoever the white man head of Netflix is.
True.
You can honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Disney go away.
I've
turned that on once and turned it back off.
On some real shit, I did get a couple passwords for Disney's, and I only went on there a few times.
I'm uninterested in it. Maybe that's what I said. Maybe if you got children, but I don't know because Netflix got a whole children's subset too. The only thing missing is Disney.
Yeah.
But ain't you the parents who I think will invest in Disney Plus, didn't you niggas already buy the video?
Right. Then you already got it on Blu-ray before they went to the
vault.
The
Remember Walt and them kept lying talking about the vault that you never gonna see this shit again, niggas.
Surprise, Disney Plus niggas.
It's everywhere. So I don't know. I'm not that Disney Plus, and I know they got the Mandalorian, whatever that is. I keep seeing the big baby Yoda that I'm interested in. Lady and the Tramp was cute, but I got my own lady. So I don't know. What do you think? Remember they was just talking big shit.
Yeah, they was talking big shit, and
they was coming with big dick energy, and they ain't even have a strap on.
It was so much hype around it, and I think it just failed miserably because.
And Netflix is coming for throats. It's like 4 or 5 things that on standby I need to watch on Netflix.
Yeah, and I think the main thing is that they don't have originals. So all the stuff that
they
all
do,
the stuff,
and it's bad though.
All the stuff that's on there, we've already seen.
They do have stupid originals. They got that white woman, either Amy Poehler or Tina Fey. I don't know, they're one person to me. They got a show when they bring a bunch of people together who did stage plays when they was young to recreate them when they old as hell. Like, they don't got no jobs now. Like, stupid shit like that.
But you got to think about Disney Channel was never our population anyway.
Yeah. I mean, like, I watched them. They don't even got Jet Jackson on there, and that's when I know I was fucking done.
They ain't got That's So Raven. Was that Disney?
Yeah.
Oh.
I ain't even here.
They ain't got none of the Mickey
shit.
Mouse Club on there?
I ain't watched that.
Oh.
But, also, BET, where was y'all at? Throw BET away.
You know.
The First Wives Club is pretty good, but you got to pay for BET Plus that I'm not doing. Anybody got passwords for BET Her? I'm trying to wait to BET Plus. I'm trying to wait till that go under so they can just release it for free. Because it can't last. Who's doing it? Nobody giving BET $5 a month for Martin that be on there every day.
Right.
In Stanford and Son. The money I'm giving BET, I can just go buy the whole fucking series on Amazon. What are you doing?
Yep.
But the First Wife Club with Jill Scott and the girl who, I don't know their names, some other black women. It's pretty good because I watched the pilot and it's very, very good. Why Jill Scott and Malik Yoba always in the shits? Why they always married and he always on fuck nigga shit? And why Jill Scott always getting done wrong? But she play her good. What's going on with you there?
She get typecast.
She playing Why Didn't I Get Married? You know that Cynthia? That she playing Cynthia if she had more confidence. Oh. That's it. But he still fuck nigga though. I give y'all a synopsis. So Jill Scott is some great musical artist, and he like a record label, and they're supposed to be like this power couple. And for whatever reason, like he put her on the back burner. You know the same story. She don't put a little weight. She a diva, and now he fucking with some like 20-year-old girl who whisper sing. And she came and tore up the whole studio. And then he was like, "Listen, bitch, I was trying to be nice to you, but I'm going with my other hoe over here." And then she started crying like Jill Scott do. How could he do this? All this shit.
Did she start singing?
No, she started tearing up shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was good.
That's
What's going on with you now?
Truthfully, not much is going on with me. Like I would say I'm in recovery mode from all the traveling I did. I'm in working mode, and I'm just keeping my head down and just doing a lot of work. And this is something that we're going to talk about in our pillow talk is that sometimes you got to put your head down and just do the work. So when you finally look up, you be like, fuck, I did all this.
Yeah.
And like that's more or less where I'm at right now is that I have a lot of things coming up for 2020 for like my health and fitness brand. And like things are just moving and I'm just moving along with it. So I'm just pretty excited about that. And just, I know I got to keep it a little vague, but that's more or less what I'm doing. Like, I even think, even talking to Naomi last night, she's like, do you want to do this or do you want to do that? And I say, well, we can really sit down and talk. Like, so let's just kick it.
Yeah.
Like, let's just kick it. So just trying to get to there and just trying to make sure that our bond is as close as possible because, after you spend so much working and both of us working in our own collective spaces, you just got to make sure like you are taking care of home.
I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that, Neil. I appreciate you.
So you want to hop into some pillow talk?
Yeah.
So this really goes back to like what I was talking about earlier. So what I just previously talked about and like how far we've came, right? And I think, me and Naomi was having this conversation last night about how far we came, like how much like 2 years has pretty much
changed our lives,
right? And like how y'all are able to see this and how this podcast has pretty much been like a time capsule of that, right?
Documented it.
And a documentary of that, like from I can't even get it out, Box to Girl Chronicles to Nanny Chronicles to like
God, the nannies.
To like
losing a job to getting a job.
Losing a job and getting a job. And I know we talk about it multiple times, but like how so much times that when you're going through this rough spot, it's shitty right then and there, but it becomes a blip. And it becomes a blip in time. And I remember just telling Naomi, like, this is going to be a blip. And she's like, I don't see it. And like, this is going to be a blip. And then like yesterday, get some news and we're like, oh, I guess this was a blip.
Yeah.
Right. And just like the shit, the moves that we are making, right? Like, your boy about to be in commercials. Like, your boy about to be on, like, billboards and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got an app coming out. Like, so I just got a lot of things going on. Like, Naomi making hella moves. That I really...
What do you...
But you were, though. Yeah. We don't put your business out there.
Yeah, I'm doing a little something. Thank you to the grace and mercy of the Lord, honey.
And just thinking about and just reflecting, like, how far have you came and, like, how we still got so much more to go.
Yeah, it's just the beginning.
Yeah.
And also just to speak that, because like we always like to be a mirror to y'all to say, if you're going through something, if you're at the beginning of some shit, if you're in the middle of it, if you're getting towards the end, to know that the light at the end of the tunnel is a light and it's not a train. Because it's something about that in-between time and not having people who will speak candidly or speak outwardly to you, right? Because even as Black folks, I don't think a lot of times we speak about the entire hero's journey, because that's what it is. It's about the good times, the bad times, and making it through it. We either just focus really, really on the bad times and you never know how folks got over it, or you focus solely on the good times, right? And how you need to do and how people are thriving. I think rarely do people tell you their entire story,
right,
and show you the good, bad, and the ugly, right? I've been on this podcast when I cried and prayed and prayed and I cried. Then times where I've cried till I laughed till I cried too. and just being able to show that full aspect of yourself. And I agree with you saying there. I'm like, I feel like this podcast has been a time capsule, and it truly has been a therapy for us as a couple, but it also feels like a parenting or a mothering too of ourselves. Right? Because of course our family and friends were there as much as they could be, but there was something, a sense of resilience, a sense of grounding, a sense of purpose that we truly had to have within ourselves to navigate through.
Right.
Like, it's to the point where, of course, your parents and friends, they can hug you and pat you on the back, but to really get through the storm, you had to walk through that storm.
Right.
And how do you find the inner strength to do that?
Exactly.
That was huge.
So, I think somebody needs to hear this, because somebody's going through a storm.
Yeah.
And just knowing that, the storm is there to wash away shit. The storm is there to, like, help you grow, right? Because I was just talking to Naomi, and I was like, well, what's the alternative to now? Like, we bought a house before 25. We, we would have had a comfortable job, but nothing like where we at now. Maybe a couple kids, but like. What was the alternative?
Yeah.
Like, I can't even get it out. Was what we was working for then better, or like?
Was it like, were we going in the wrong direction?
Right.
Right. Like, so many times, like, failure, or what we see as failures or detours, it's God or grand architect, whatever you believe in, or the universe redirecting you to a greater purpose. And are you being obedient in that? Right. So I think about even some of the stuff I'm going through, and y'all know I'm like going through litigation and stuff like that, and I'm at the point where I'm at, like, about to settle, and it's some of the terms that I didn't get, right? But for the majority of the thing, like, I'm okay, right? Like, I'm good, not only just on the settlement terms, but like in life, right. like I'm really okay. And honestly, if it didn't happen, I wouldn't be in the place that I'm in now. And everything that was taken from me, I've gotten back fourfold.
Yeah.
And even more than that, right? And the things that I weren't able to get back, like, I'm fighting for it this particular way, but is God, the grand architect, the universe, saying there's other ways to get
There's a better way.
And I promise you I'm going to give you that. But for you to get that, I need you to release this. And are you willing to release that?
Yeah. And
once you release it, it's yours. But if you want to continue to play here,
and I think also, like, niggas be on some like principle stuff too.
Like, really, when do I work through, like, this is an injustice, this is what I have to navigate through, to when am I working on principle? When have I solidified my point? Right. And when have I done everything I did to solidify my point, move on, different opportunity, and then when are you on some nigga principles?
Exactly.
And I think that's the battle I'm fighting through. Because then when you're on principle shit, under principle is hurt, shame, and defeat still. It's still a tinge of that there. Because if none of that was there, you wouldn't have the principle. You wouldn't care.
You wouldn't do it on GP.
So that's what I really have to make sure that is really, really washed away. Right. And it's nothing deep, but it's still just that little chip to be like, oh, okay. Or like, you hurt me, so I want to hurt you. And how do I get through that? Because you know better than the oppressor. If my job is you hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you worse. That's not the space. When the Lord be like, all right, Nayams, come on to this altar. Let's see. Right here, it looked like you wanted to hurt people. Was that true in your heart?
Right.
And these are the examples to back up that hurt, right? So I'm really trying to be obedient and be grateful and being, like, using praise as my weapon. And, I'm trying to practice what I preach, y'all.
Yeah.
But principle costs you.
It do.
Have y'all ever been on some principle shit? And people will tell you, like, I'm not, like, it matters, right?
Yeah, it do.
Principle things matter, but in the scheme of things, they don't matter. Like, in the moment, they matter, but in the long game, they don't matter.
Right. And I think for Black culture, like, we do a lot of shit just on principle. Like the principality of it. And the thing is, sometimes that shit don't even matter when it comes down to the scheme of things.
I agree.
And you just looked up, you're like, nigga, I won.
What? Yes. And have you now opened your eyes to see that?
Right. So I really think that's really like a reframing exercise.
Yeah, you're right. It's reframing.
It's a reframing exercise.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that, like, I've learned, or I'm definitely starting to learn more about, is how to, like, reframe shit.
Yes.
Because, like, I work with a white CEO. She's kind of woke. She is.
She's at least aware. I even define just woke as people understanding.
Yeah.
People from different backgrounds have different lived experiences.
She's aware.
Period. End of sentence.
She's aware. But I can definitely use someone like her white women when she's like, oh, like you're looking at that wrong. And it's like, well, help me look at it differently.
Don't that be pissing you off sometimes? Well, how about we think about it this way? Fuck. No. Yeah. Racism.
Right.
Slavery. And I do add my voice to the table to add that lens to them. But some of the shit, because I do be on even principle shit at work, that I'm like, okay, maybe not slavery. Misogynism. But okay, we'll let slavery go. But I ain't let sexism go. But you're right.
But sometimes
it helps with the rebound.
Like, we on principle and like it just be fucked up. Like, even like the situation that, you know, like me and you had talked about like off the air, and how, you know, it could have been looked as like a fucked up situation. Like, fuck, like that's happening. To like, oh, like you need to reframe that. Like, look at it this way. Yeah. And like, you got more time, you got more flexibility, you got other things that you got going on, and you'll be able to still keep this opportunity. It ain't gonna be what you had, but
it's amazing.
It's still
reframing. Yeah, I think that's my goal for 2020. Like, if I have to think of like a keyword or a theme, it's like the reframing of it. It helps with the rebound because you can be sad, you can be frustrated, you can be in those feelings because you have to feel those to process through. But your bounce back is so important.
Yeah.
Your bounce back is so important because guess what? Time gonna continue on. This world gonna continue twirling, and it will keep twirling on its axis without your ass.
It sure will.
I don't know. We're gonna tell y'all more. I know we're still talking. Let me let the ink dry on my document, and then
okay.
We'll tell the truth and shame all the devils.
Oh, Naomi gonna let it all out. You gonna show your face?
Yeah, when the ink dries.
Okay.
Because you know, one thing in my settlement, I do not have an NDA, honey. The only thing I cannot discuss is the amount. But everything else, I'm telling my fucking stories, honey.
Okay.
And they done fucked up on that one. I was like, oh, they must have forgot they got the bitch with a mouthpiece.
You ready to get to some fuck shit?
Yeah, what's the fuck shit?
What the fuck is up, y'all? And Lizzo booty.
Why'd I hurt y'all so much?
In the hate you give fat people.
The hate you give fat people. I kill little black fat babies now. The hate you give fat people. I kill fat babies all day. What is the call again?
The hate you give
infants.
Yeah.
What is it? The hate you give.
The hate you give infants fucks everyone. I think it's something.
So the hate you give fat people fuck all the fat babies.
But really. Lately, the world has been in an uproar because of Lizzo's
booty,
her ass, and like.
And you niggas can try to be like, I don't care about her fatness. It's the discretion. You all are a liar. It's because that ass is fat. That is why y'all have a problem with this. Stop, people. I don't care if it's fat. I mean, there's children here. You feed your children's chicken nuggets. You serious? You fucking serious? Get out of here. What is a chicken nugget? You feed your kid hot dogs. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What?
So I think that's more or less the thing, right? Is that how being a fat black man all my whole life, like it's just something that when I seen it just stuck with me. The fact that the world hates fat people.
Hates fat black people.
And it's the only acceptable hate that's still in the world.
It's fat. Yeah, I agree.
It's fat people.
I agree. You can openly just hate fat people.
You can openly hate fat people, and like it's still acceptable.
Yeah, you niggas can come. Because the thing is, I think people are tying two different conversations here. I'm talking about the fatness. I think Lizzo's weight, her body, the way she shows up makes people uncomfortable. And this is a good scenario for them to kind of blur the lines to be like, oh, is this appropriate dress, right? Then we're also going back to like policing people's bodies and black bodies and saying what's appropriate and not appropriate, right? Like two different topics. Should she maybe cover her ass a little bit up at the basketball game? Yes, but I do think it's amplified because that ass is big. Because that's an Ashley Stewart ass.
Yes.
So that's my focus. I'm focused on the big thing. Now, should she maybe wear a sheer blouse or something? I don't know. That can be a different conversation. We can argue whatever way, but I do think it's amplified because that ass is big.
But
and that is my point.
But I don't even think that. Like, what's the difference between her just going there with a two-piece on?
Yeah.
Because, like, when you see her stage costumes, like, she pretty much in a two-piece.
Yeah.
So, like, what's the difference between her being on stage and performing and her going to the game with the same wear on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just quote unquote risque because it was a t-shirt dress with the ass cut out, like Prince.
Yeah.
But like if Rihanna did it,
Yeah.
fucking Kim K did it, like niggas wouldn't even have a fucking problem.
Like, and the thing is, I think they both would have got the same media, but I don't think just I don't know. It's just like internal hate or just like everyone's just in an uproar because there's ass, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like if it was the other girls, they would have got something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it would have been this long of a news cycle.
But they would have looked at it as like a theme of like beauty. Like think about Kim K in that paper magazine. It's like break the internet, right? Like, oh, Kim K breaks the internet again.
Yeah.
And it's because of her beautiful ass, right?
Yes.
But like now it's Lizzo breaks the internet. It's because of her fat ass.
Her fat ass and the children there and their eyes bleeding.
Right.
Fuck college. Fuck access to equal education. Fuck the immigrant kids. Fuck the presidential election. Fuck the terms of the impeachment. Let's worry about this big ass and her coming here at this game and how we hurt.
And
I think
meanwhile, the halftime girls' costumes was more risque than fucking Lizzo on that ass.
Was it?
Yes.
I don't care.
Have you ever seen a cheerleader outfit at the basketball?
I choose not to.
Exactly.
It's a mess, but I think this is a bigger fat phobia is real. Fat people, I even think of getting on the plane, like just how you adjust yourself. You try to like curl yourself in this pretzel to like just be as small as you can, but you ain't doing nothing making it bigger. Like I do think there, like even we can look at this in corporate. We can think about this in settings. When you think about CEO, when you think about high level positions, people are not fat in those positions. Very rarely. And if they are fat, it's fat white men. They're fat, white, and old. And they've been there forever. And when they first got there, they were skinny.
Right.
Right. Like, so like, we're talking about Lizzo, but we're just talking about the overall presence of fat people. Mm-hmm. Where do you even see them in places? Where do you see fat people in places of power except Donald Trump? But he's a fat white man, right?
Exactly.
So he falls into the exception.
I don't know.
With money.
But
if he was poor, he wouldn't. They have his ass in that trailer park. He'd be out of here.
And it's not there. And truthfully, when you even just think about like singers and stars and shit, and I think that's what makes Lizzo novel, is that she's...
they definitely tokenizing her.
Yeah, she's definitely the token fat black woman.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, she gonna do what the hell she gonna do.
Get your money, sis.
But when you even think about that, right, when you even think about like sexism, sex symbols and things of that sort, like people don't even consider a fat person to be a sex
right? Yeah, Lizzo. If we're thinking about like black women and sexism, I'm sorry, sex symbols or just stereotypes of black women, she doesn't fall into the Venus like hot and trot. Oh, we went back I'm sorry, I thought Mabel done lost it. Academically, she fits more of like the Angie Mama, like what's the word I'm looking for? Like the mama who like
Mamie and shit.
Yeah, like she fits more into that
right
stereotype with her body type than she would the hot and trot.
Oh, you know what that reminds me of? Remember that conference we went to and somebody was talking talking about they mammy?
Yeah, mammy. That's what she is. Her mammy.
This big black woman, when you put her arms out, that like skin wings. Just her. She had wings. And when she hugged me tight, those wings slapped against my head.
Oh, my God.
And just hold me tight. And I just felt the
Me, Niram, and Nia was at a conference. I almost walked out. Was we praying? What were we doing?
She was getting like a Professor Lifetime Achievement Award.
That made me want to throw up. I almost left because we was eating a dinner. And Nia was like, where you going? I was like, to get some Burger King. Get some Wendy's to go get a chicken nugget.
What she call her Black Angel?
Her Black Angel.
So like they think of her more of that versus like a sex symbol, right?
I agree.
And it's even though they tokenizing her, like it needs to be happening, right? And she's gonna be the one that's gonna help break all this other shit that's going on.
I agree. I just think I'm not even answering if I think she should wear that or not. Like, I'm not even answering that question. Who
cares? Like,
but I do think it was amplified because she's a big black woman.
Fucking Lady Gaga went to an award ceremony with meat on.
Like, I do think, and we're being very naive. We're being very passive. We're no better than the oppressors. Even us as a black folks in black communities, if we gonna brush it off, they're like, oh, it was just tacky. No, it was some other underlying stuff to that tacky.
I got one more thing to say.
What?
Her ass not even fat. It's just wide.
Yeah, it wasn't even fat ass. It was just a wide ass.
So like,
yeah, the ass was just wide. Yeah, It's just a bad.
What about the kids?
Why they kept talking about the children and the old people?
And the old people.
What happened with the children? Did they die? Did they start passing out?
Because they
What's
seen
wrong with y'all soft ass kids?
a thong booty.
What's wrong with y'all soft ass kids? Like if a kid asks you what's that, I'm thinking of our guys and if you like, what is that? Wouldn't you just say a behind?
Booty. Yeah, somebody's booty.
But yeah. Like, isn't that just the answer?
Yes. What is that? A booty.
Can I wear my booty out? No, you can't wear your booty out.
You're not. You too young to wear your booty out.
When you get older, you can wear your booty out.
Yes.
Like, isn't that the answer?
Like,
Parents,
isn't
help
that the
me.
answer? Because if I had a daughter or whatever, and it's like, oh,
like, and that's the thing where they think they can do it. No, you can't do that. Yeah. When you get older, you can wear your booty out.
Right. You know, it's just one of those things.
But
like,
how old? We'll talk about it then.
Yeah.
Ask me next year.
It's like one of those things where I just remember when like parents are drinking, and you were like, "Can I have some?" It's like, "Oh no, honey, this is a grown-up drink."
You can get it when you're older.
Right.
What's wrong? Parents, let me know. Did they say parents and the elders was sad?
Yes.
Folks with kids and people who taking care of the elders. Why is it bad? Mind your business. I just didn't like it.
But it just goes back to like how American and like how we try to be on this whole moral high ground and like this whole Puritan thing, right? Like,
and we got babies in cages. You
right.
Like you worried about the kids.
Like how can we be on this moral shit about
like,
her being her ass is out, and we got motherfucking kids who are dying, in like these cages.
Yeah.
And
that's also in Lizzo brand. Lizzo been come out. Honestly, I have more of a problem with the flute. Y'all like that flute. When she come out there with that flute, I feel like she don't really be playing it. It don't be on the beat. I feel like she just come in and blow on it. I said, Lizzo, I think that ain't how you play the flute.
Coming for someone who never played the instrument.
I just don't think that's how you play it. Like, whenever she bring it on stage, I never can hear it. I'm like, what is she doing? Anyway, y'all let us know what y'all think about Izzo wide ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I think it was. You closing this out there and we got something else?
No, we can close it out.
Close it on out.
So as always, to submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com to submit your question for Kitchen Table Talk. Shoot us an email, blacklovematters@gmail.com. To leave a comment that we talk about anything we talked about, head on over to that website. We got that SoundCloud and we got that voicemail, and that's at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. Remember, love is ever evolving. Peace.